All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Evening Muse. We're so glad y'all are here because we got a great night of music for you. That is not on that cell phone. But apparently. Let's have a great big round of applause for Tin Roof Echo, Douglas Thompson, and Paul Lover.
Yeah, I thought we talked that, the theme from 2001 was going to be my opening music. Joe, I think we had a miscommunication there, but that's what I'm used to anyway. So anyway, hey folks, I'm glad you're all here. Nice to see you. My name is Doug Thompson, and I'm going to tell you a story here. There was a guy dressed like a clown. He was living in the woods. He was scaring all the kids. Tried to grab a little girl once. She got away. The men in town, they formed an angry mob and they descended on the woods. They never found the clown. They were sure they'd scared him off. A couple years later, the clown come out of the woods again. Killed a brother and sister who had wandered off the trail. But this time, they caught him. They threw him in jail, where he had a mysterious, unfortunate accident. He was accidentally stabbed 14 times by 3 different sharp objects, and he was mysteriously struck 3 times in the head with 2 different blunt objects, and he was accidentally, mysteriously dismembered, so to speak. Some people they call that justice, but I'm not sure. Because last week, a guy dressed like a clown come out of the woods. 3 different people reported seeing him. I don't know. I'm just a half-ass singer and a wannabe poet. But I sure hope the right guy was in jail. And there's a different guy living in the woods, dressed like a clown. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Just gonna go there right off the bat, aren't you? I was not ready for that.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest with you.
We also agreed that I'd go first, so
Yeah,
that's Doug for you.
By the way, this is a comedy show. You didn't know this, right? Hey, my name is Joe. I'm from Asheville, and I'm really happy to be here. This is my first song. Let's see. It's not going to be about clowns. Well, I'm driving down a country road and I'm feeling mighty fine, 'cause there's something in my pocket that will help us pass the time. What was it that you said before? I thought it was mighty kind. We won't be telling stories while we're making up our minds about love. We drive along the river scene, we pass the vacant sign, the one that makes us wonder we could be driving blind. Well, I'm not allowed to speak when drastic totals are combined, but when the math is lecture, I believe it all in time. Hold up. Oh, You should be on television with your kind of talk. I don't think that I care for it, but man, that's all we brought. I listen as you ponder on life and love and loss, and I hear all that you're saying, but I think that I could toss it away. Well, I've seen this all before. Well, it must have been a dream, a reoccurring vision, man. It's reality, it seems. And I wish that I could find a way to tell if this is real. And I guess I can't believe what I'm starting to feel in love.
Thanks, Joe, for inviting to this awesome event. Just released an album. It's on Spotify and all those cool things. And the first song on that is Next to You, so I'm gonna start with that. Take you to the mountains, take you to the sea, take you on adventures that we never dreamed. But the first thing on my list, what I most wanna do, wanna wake up next to you, right by your side. Wanna wake up next to you. Drive around the country, fly across the sea. On the beach before the sunrise, my heart is where you'll be. Close your eyes and listen to a melody, one that fills your heart. That's what you do to me. I wanna take you to the mountains, take you to the sea, take you on adventures that we never dreamed. But the first thing on my list, what I most wanna do, wanna wake up next to you, right by your side. Wanna wake up next to you. When life causes us to be apart, the time away makes me love you more. To look into your eyes, that's what I miss the most. I wish you were lying next to me. And you are always on my mind. You are always in my heart. I need you next to me. I need you next to me. I don't need to see the mountains. All I need to see is your beautiful face lying next to me. I wanna take you to the mountains, take you to the sea, take you on adventures that we'd never dreamed. But the first thing on my list, what I most wanna do, wanna wake up next to you, right by your side. Wanna wake up next to you. Thanks, y'all. The first alternate version.
So, when I was a kid, we lived in southern Wisconsin, city named called Racine, and we used to drive up north to see my aunt, and we'd get up almost to Milwaukee. That's where the suburbs would start, right outside the city, and I remember, and I never forgot it, there was a big sign by the first big suburb, and it said, if you lived here, you'd be home by now. And So I wrote this song. I wrote this last fall. And I'm still not ashamed of it, so that's okay. If I still lived there, I'd be home by now. I'd be home by now if I was there. If I still was yours and you still were mine, I'd fix it this time if I was yours. No one asked the river where it's flowing. That would be a stupid thing to ask. And you got tired of asking where I'm going. And I was drunk and stubborn, and your love was gone so fast. If I still lived there, I'd be home by now. I'd be home by now if I was there. If I still was yours and you still were mine, I'd fix it this time if I was yours. Stick out your hand and check the wind that's blowing. Stick out that middle finger at me, babe. That last F.U. is just your way of showing that you would never let me just be something in your way. But if I still lived there, I'd be home by now. I'd be home by now if I was there. If I still was yours and you still were mine, I'd fix it this time if I was yours. I'd fix it this time if I was yours.
When we were talking before, I said, Doug, that it'd be nice that I follow. So we got this roller coaster, go way up with Doug, and then down with Joe, and then back up with Paul. This is part of the comedy routine, right? Anyways, thank you guys for being here and for listening. We really appreciate it.
Like just a cliff.
Okay, this next song. So I read this book one time. It was called Things Fall Apart. And in the middle of it, there was this part about, there was a line and talked about how when the center doesn't hold, things tend to fall apart. And when I wrote the song, there was a lot of stuff going on in my world that just wasn't, the center wasn't holding. And so when I wrote this, it was meant to be an uplifting song for me. But the song is called Things Tend to Fall Apart. On a cold day and time and space left me all alone, my fears were sinking in. Days when I was growing old and I ran out of little steam there, Gary. I'm sorry about that.
Joe from Asheville.
Paul from Charlotte. Doug from Winston-Salem.
We were discussing the travels to get here. I was pissed because I caught a light there. It took me 6 minutes instead of 5.
I didn't do that.
You did. Don't film somebody. Somebody's got that. Surprise you the whole phone right now.
All right. I think these first two, they're both on the album, but I think I probably recorded them in Lewis's living room before. He wasn't even there. That was weird, but no. Thanks for. That's right. Trying to put everything back. Filled up your whiskey with water. Did the whole thing. This is called "To the Moon." This is written for my youngest daughter. She's super pregnant, so I'm gonna do it for her. It's due in a couple weeks.
Super pregnant?
Super pregnant.
Is that different than regular pregnant, or?
When you're more than 8.5 weeks, I think, or 8.5 months, you're super pregnant.
I don't know. Any women here who've had children, if you want to weigh in on this, are you ever really super pregnant? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I stand corrected.
Her term. That's why I was comfortable using it.
Well, that's super.
We're just gonna play "To the Moon." To the moon, and all the way back to the moon, and further than that to the moon, and forevermore. I love you. To the moon and all the way home. When life's not going like you want it to, when you feel helpless, don't know what to do, please remember I'm here for you. You are always in my heart. To the moon and all the way back to the moon, and further than that to the moon, and forevermore. I love you. To the moon and all the way home. When the day is not gone your way, when you feel all alone, please remember I'm here for you, and you are always in my heart. To the moon and all the way back to the moon, and further than that to the moon, and forevermore. I love you. To the moon and all the way home. To the moon and all the way home. And live your life like I've never dreamed. Dream of things that have never been seen. I am so proud of you, and I hope all your dreams come true. To the moon and all the way back to the moon, and further than that to the moon, and forevermore. I love you. To the moon and all the way home. To the moon and all the way home. That's it.
brilliant things I've ever done in the music business is decide to record and release an album in the middle of a global pandemic. It did not work out as well as I had hoped. Having said that, I did manage to sell some, and boy, I see some people that bought them here, and I hope they're not here to ask for their money back. We'll talk about that later. But in the meantime, if you haven't, if you just didn't know about it, I have copies on CDR, and they're on the merch table. You can just take a copy on your way out. At this point, I don't really care. I'm an old man, and I know I'm not going to make any money in the music business. And I already had one album that's streaming, and boy, have I rolled in the cents on that puppy. So I figure I'd rather have people hear the music. So grab a CD on the way out. You can give it to somebody that you like, or if you hate me, you can give it to somebody you don't like. It works either way for me. So. This is a song on that record. One of the first times I met Paul, I played it. It was an open mic, and I played some songs, and I got off the stage and came down, and Paul walked up to me and he said, you know, every one of those songs had the word shit in it. And I hadn't even thought of it, but he was right. Every one of those songs had the word shit in it. I'm not scatological, but man, it's a good word sometimes. But I thought about what he said, and I decided, well, if a degenerate like that is offended, maybe perhaps I ought to change them. So 2 of the songs I removed the word, but this is one song that I left the word in, because, you know, there are songs in some cases where stuff or things, they don't cut it. So this is a song, this is on the record. The record's called Common Sins. David Childers plays some really nice harmonica on this song on the record. It's a love song for grown-ups. It's called Reason to Stay. That's a true story. You remember that? You remember that? It's a lot of whiskey ago. Don't want your money or all of your time. I know life gets in the way. I just like the way your hand feels in mine, and I just want a reason to stay. I don't need excuses when things fall apart. Shit happens to people every day. Don't want the moon, and I don't want the stars. I just want a reason to stay. It's never been easy. It's always been real. When you see it, you know it right away. We do what we do when we feel what we feel, and I just want a reason to stay. there'll be pain every once in a while, and fire in the words that you say. You can spark and fly up like embers at night. Just give me a reason to stay. It's never been easy, it's always been real. When you see it, you know it right away. We do what we do when we feel what we feel. I just want a reason to stay. Do what we do when we feel what we feel. I just want a reason to stay. Thank you so much.
It's not fair, I gotta go after Doug. Yeah. You guys with us? Alright, that was for Don. Anyways, we're really excited to be here. We want to thank Don and Boyd for having us here. We're really excited about this opportunity to have here. And we're so thankful you came out on this somewhat of a wet evening here to hear us. This next song I'm going to play, I guess, sometimes I miss people and they're gone. And sometimes I miss people that are still here. I just can't have them in my life. And this is about all of them. She's leaving quiet today, like the brilliance of some old forgotten way. Across the water I see her goodbye. Long time last winter when now the moment embraces us all. Now the moment embraces this song, and I'll miss you as I grow old. Yeah, I'll miss you as I grow old.
miss you as I grow old. Yeah, I'll miss you as I grow old. Now the only moment worth capturing, now the only moment worth capturing is gone.
So Joe's back there taking care of us with the sound. Also some video.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Just good thing you found your pants.
There was an issue about pants and whether I was supposed to wear them tonight, and these guys told me I had to, so.
Well, after that last incident,
We just made everybody uncomfortable in here, so we didn't start.
it will not be the last time tonight. So
I think they were already pretty uncomfortable, I guess.
I brought up the camera because I played a couple weeks ago, and I have a beautiful woman in my life, and while on stage, I decided I'd tell her a secret. And it's on video. And yeah. So.
It's sweet and everything.
Yeah, no, it was done. It was sweet.
Just maybe explain to them how secrets work.
So I bring that up to, this is not on the album, this is my newest song. I'm a little nervous. It's called Walk the Mile. When the day gets a hold of me, it's just a little too much. Your unspoken words, your gentle touch. When the rain fills your eyes, starts to look like tears, I'll guide you away from the pain in your fears. I'll climb the mountains, walk the miles with you. I'll wait for the climb, can't wait for the view. I'll climb the mountains right by your side. Sometimes I follow, sometimes I'll be your guide. It wasn't wrong, won't apologize for that. In love with you the instant our eyes met. Will the past ever let us go? Will today be gentle and kind? Wanna race to the future, beautiful love of mine. I wanna climb the mountains, walk the miles with you. Can't wait for the climb, can't wait for the view. I wanna climb the mountains right by your side. Sometimes I follow, sometimes I be your guide. You always know just what to say. Bring me so much joy, you bring me so much grace. My soul is long for you, longer than I've been. My dear, my lover, my best friend. I wanna climb the mountains, walk the miles with you. Can't wait for the climb, can't wait for say y'all, even though I grew up in northern Michigan, but it's cool. The cool kids say it. Because you guys, which is probably a Wisconsin thing too, is
Yeah, there. Yeah, hey. Yeah, hey, that's a Scotty thing.
What?
You can probably tell from my accent that I'm not from around here. That's okay. We all got to be from somewhere. This is it's another song off the album. It's called Common Sins. It's available free on that table back there.
No charge.
Want to know how I make money on it? Volume. Actually, and sitting in the crowd is the gentleman who produced that record for me, and his name's Tim McGuire, and I'm grateful for what Tim did. So. And I'll come up with that rest of that money, I promise.
For the volume.
Another promise I'm not keeping, but anyway. Anyway, this is a cheerful little ditty. This is called Valley of Regret. There's an open road in front of me. For that I am so grateful. Behind me is the trouble I don't like to think about. If I make it to Diablo, there's something might happen. I'm living in the shadow of a doubt. Driving through the valley of regret. My Bonnie, she got pregnant right before I got laid off. That was a dumpster fire that I could not put out. So I made a couple calls to a girl I used to run with and stepped into the shadow of a doubt, where I could clearly see the valley of regret. And Bonnie, don't forget me. I know it's all my fault. I'm in so deep, there's only one way out. And Bonnie, please forgive me for going away, way beyond the shadow of a doubt, deep into the valley of regret. Knew her brother before the army and the drugs, and so I always knew he'd come to some bad end when it all panned out. So I should have gotten gone when he walked in beside her, but I was in the shadow of a doubt. And I was stumbling towards the valley of regret. Well, the first part of the deal went just the way it was supposed to. But then her brother pulled his gun for reasons I figured out. He grabbed the dope and money. He started shooting everybody, and he left me in the shadow of a doubt, bleeding in the valley of regret. me for going away, way beyond the shadow of a doubt, deep into the valley of regret. I'm in a stolen car, and the cops aren't slow or stupid. I only want the chance to catch him and choke his last breath out. There's an open road in front of me, and for that I am so grateful. I'm living in the shadow of a doubt, dying in the valley of regret. I'm living in the shadow of a doubt, dying in the valley of regret. Thanks a lot. It's okay. I didn't really die in the end, so it's all right.
Took a right turn. Northern Towns or that one. That's my fave, Doug Thompson's songs. No shit. No shit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. How do you follow that? Okay. Let's try. Again, thank you guys for being here and listening to us and putting up with us, really. This next song, I went to when I was a little kid. I had always had this vision of being the people that were on the posters on my wall. So I'm going to be them one day. And if this is it right here tonight, then hey, I've succeeded. This is pretty special, actually. Anyways, this is one of the very first songs I've ever wrote. I still play today, and so like this naive little 16-year-old kid sitting on the edge of his bed strumming his guitar with only knowing like 2 chords, maybe 3 on this one. I know I'm showing off on this one. So. But anyways, this is called Cloudy Day. It was raining on the way here. I felt inspired, so there you go.
You want to tell them that the Muse wouldn't let you do your disappearing act? So the last time I played with Joe, at the end, his chair tips all the way back. The door opens, he's gone.
We have a trapdoor thing going on. They would not allow me to do that here. There are some kind of rules and regulations about that. So.
But you keep seeing him lean. It's a little further, a little further. Just remember, it's not going to open.
It's all on video, right? So
That's right. That's right.
It is all smoke and mirrors up here. So
That can be a song. So, Steve Holcomb was a huge supporter of local music. It's been gone a few years now, but fantastic musician. Sitting with him one night, and we were talking about his record collection, and he had albums, 45s, and he had some 78s. And he said I was always more of a B-side guy, and I almost had to just leave immediately and go write a song. It's called B-Sides. Oh, dusty boxes needed going through. Found my record collection. It's funny what memories do. Like going into town to the record store. What would I find? I raced through the door, lost in the moment. Your hand touched mine. We reached for Bob Seger. At the same time, my heart raced faster as I glanced at you. You smiled at me, and somehow I knew you loved playing B-sides all night long. Even better than the A-side. So much soul in those songs. So much soul in those songs. Seems like yesterday I danced with you, or clapped and sang bell-bottom blues, then sitting together while the needle moved. Song after song, I played them all for you. You'd never heard so many old songs, not as popular as the radio, and we were playing B-sides all night long. Even better than the A-side. So much soul in those songs, playing B-sides all night long. Even better than the A-side. So much soul in those songs, so much love in those songs. Those songs take me back. Your eyes so blue. You lean into me, your hand in mine. Those songs take me back. My arm around your waist, your perfume, the way your lips taste. Oh, lying by you feels like a dream. The music becomes our heartbeat. Playing B-sides along. Even better than the A-side, so much soul in your song. Your eyes so blue, my arm around your waist. Your perfume, the way your lips taste, playing B-sides all night long. Even better than the A-side, so much soul in those songs, so much love in those songs. No, it was not about you, Doug. Every time you ask me,
I never asked him that.
I write him one verse and one song, and he starts making assumptions.
I get it. Paul is trying to use me as a prop for his comedy. Now I get it. I'm cool with that. That's all right. That's fine.
Notice they skipped over me, so I'm okay with that.
You're the straight guy.
So I wrote this song literally 2 weeks ago. So it's still got that new song, Snow. It's sad and it's kind of slow, and it just occurred to me that I've pretty much done a bunch of slow songs so far. But I looked at the list and cheer up, it's going to get faster real soon. Just hang with me one more here, all right?
You were looking at Joe's list.
But don't look at my list. Remember the roller coaster analogy? We talked about this earlier, remember?
I don't copy, all right? I'm keeping my eyes on my paper.
Do you have any songs about time travelers? Or dogs? Chasing tomorrow?
Dogs chasing mailmen, traveling through time, what?
That's another good song.
That's a great one. Shut up, Louis. Louis Beeler, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever go on to the YouTubes where they have the videos and such, you might want to look for a channel called Tiny Stage Concerts. Louis curates that, and he's you're over 200 now, right, bud? I remember when Louis started this project several years ago. He told me about it, and I was very patronizing. I said, "Yeah, it sounds great, Louis. I'm sure you're gonna get really far with that, aren't you?" So I was wrong about that, obviously. But it's a great channel. Go to it if you ever want to, because there's a lot of really neat stuff there. And Louis is also a very talented singer-songwriter in his own right. But his main talent is picking wives, because he got himself a good one. That's all I'm going to say. I, on the other hand, used to have really terrible luck with women. Or, in my later years, I've reconsidered it. I think perhaps those women had terrible luck with me. I'm not sure, but that could be the way it worked out. So, write what you know. This is a song called I Might Be Your Man. From a dream to a nightmare, a Benedict poet. There it is. Sorry about this. My G string is fine as my B string. From a dream to a nightmare, a benediction to a curse, a molehill to a mountain, from pretty pretty damn good to a whole lot worse. That's me. And I'm walking away while I still can. That's me. If you need the wrong thing done right, I might be your man. I bargained with the devil, I kept the angels on the line. But if anyone could fuck up good, well, it's a good bet, the blame is mine. That's me. And I'm walking away while I still can. That's me. If you need the wrong thing done right, I might be your man. I saw sunset on the ocean, the waves against the sky, but I never saw where I went wrong. But I think I just remembered why. That's me. And I'm walking away while I still can. Yeah, that's me. If you need the wrong thing done right, I might be your man. If you need the wrong thing done right, I might be your man.
Following Doug is like, this is extra duty. Like, the weight is on me. No, actually, it's an honor, really. It really is. Play with both these guys up here. Funny, you might have seen the board outside. There was 2 names that you recognize, and then some other phrase that was listed up there. Tin Roof's Echo, right? Okay. So that's something that I record and hide behind. Because when I'm not doing this at night, traveling around and playing with people and doing all this kind of stuff, during the day, I'm an 8th grade social studies teacher. So I don't want, no applause, I haven't earned it yet, no. I don't want my students to know what I do at night, okay? Because sometimes, although I don't use the F word, I say other suggestive things that I just don't want them to know about.
What the shit, dog?
Notice I'm the only one who has not cussed tonight, okay? Good Southern boy doesn't do it in front of an audience. Anyways, I wrote the song. Speaking of new songs, this is another one, and I'm not sure where this is going to go. We'll play. I tried it in sound check, and we'll see how this goes.